Welcome to the Take a Listing Today podcast, where our hosts Jim Studebaker and Todd Robertson give you strategies to get you out of the office right now so you can take a new listing today. And now, here's Jim and Todd.
Here's Lisa.
And over here, I'm Todd Robertson. And over here, Jim Studebaker.
Wait a minute. I'm going to introduce you guys.
Right.
Wait, let's start over.
Okay.
And now, here's Lisa and her wonderful show. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Oh, that's right. I have some people over here. You probably aren't familiar with them, so I'll introduce them. We've got Todd Robertson and Jim. I'm sorry, what's your last name? Jim Smith.
I hope she had fun with this.
He's part of our maintenance group, but we do let him come in here. He sometimes has some good tips.
Go on, I'm just going to be reading the paper here.
Okay, get back. Bring your spirits back up so we can do this.
Right, it's Jim Studebaker.
Thank you very much. Oh, wow.
Oh, there we are.
Wow. I am a part of things. Yay. All right.
Should we let her do that again, or is that the only time?
No, are you kidding? That's my one shot. Everybody.
It's going to be a two-man crew if that ever happens.
Yes. Show number 150, whatever this episode is going to go down in history.
Put notes in the comments of how much better you like the show with me opening it.
Yes.
Whatever. Now, we need to talk about show 150.
Wait, are people throwing stuff on the beach at us? Hey, stop throwing things. Lisa was kidding. She was kidding.
That's not fair that they start booing. That is not fair. They start booing when you start talking. Just because I got done.
She's putting it back on us.
Wow. Okay.
Just because I finished talking. You guys, be nicer to them.
Well, the crowd is just really raucous crowd.
Yeah, we better watch our backs when we get out of here today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe the topic of today's show will help redeem us. It is how to nurture your home buyers through a tough market. And if ever there was a time that your real estate clients needed your experience and expertise to lean on, it's right now. At this point, to say the real estate market is confusing the daylights out of them would be an understatement. Right now, based on a recent Fannie Mae Home Purchase Sentiment Index, consumers feel it's a great time to sell a house, although too few are actually doing so. And right now is a lousy time to buy one. Well, that's great, Lisa. We're telling people it's a lousy time to buy a house?
No, this is Fannie Mae. So Fannie Mae has this Home Purchase Sentiment Index, and they do the survey on an ongoing basis. So it's been very interesting because all of this year it continues to show that a very high sentiment for selling. In other words, people feel like 80% or higher. Great time to sell home, great time to sell home. But the most recent came back that it's allows. This is the sentiment. In other words, this is their feeling.
Right. It's not.
They feel it's probably not a good time to buy because of the high rates.
Yeah.
So that's not saying.
Boo.
So that's not saying that they don't want to buy. Their sentiment is it's probably not a good time because of the high rates.
He just hit you back there is what was happening.
All right. Moving on. Housing analysts are now describing the market as resilient. Keep that word in mind because it may become your mantra when discussing all things real estate related. Now is the time for all good agents to put themselves in their client's shoes. What about the bad agents? What do they do?
They need to go and shadow the good agents and find out what a great day is like, spend a week with them, and then you go off and make things happen.
All right.
And they'll get back on Santa's
Or go to your broker and say, help me get better. And the broker's going to say, great. Bring your listing presentation in one day. The next day, objection handling. The next day. So all you have to do is be coachable, open.
So all the good level agents out there need to listen to their clients, help them, counsel them, and go to battle for them. There's so much to learn. As you know from working with clients, buying a home brings confusion, fear, and excitement. It's an odd combination, but there you have it. Think back to when you bought your first home. If you weren't an agent, you probably relate to how home buyers feel.
And it is challenging. And two things come to mind. I know we're going to cover this more in depth, but one, I put down no news, easier said than done. Mm-hmm. Turn the news off, because imagine I'm a buyer, I go under contract and I'm watching the news the next 30 days. That could really warp me. That could really wipe me out. The other thing, I know we're going to talk about this, is checklist and roadmap. So to put them at ease, to let them know that you have things covered. You might have a game plan once a week. It could be, they can obviously message you, call you, but that way you can hold their hand throughout the process and get them to the finish line.
Right.
You know what you said. So Tim Ferriss had a great book. I think you read that, The 4-Hour Work Week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, don't even watch the news. It's
Right.
all
Yeah.
it's all bad. If something really important is happening, somebody will tell you about it.
It's so
If
true.
you see people
Right?
running past your house, like with suitcases, dragging things.
Then you might want to put the news
If
on.
you see that, if you see smoke filling the sky, then you might want to see what's going on. But
Maybe
otherwise,
turn on the AM radio.
Yeah, if you're in a gated community and you see a bunch of people jumping over the gate, you might want to pack up and decide, okay, we better.
yeah, that might be a time to
Just
watch
open the
news,
door
but-
and yell at one of them. What are you doing?
All right, so listen, if you don't hold buyer consultations, now would be a good time to start. These get-togethers not only offer counsel to your home buying clients, but they help you as well. A knowledgeable client is the best type to have. Go step by step into explaining the purchase process and what they can expect from you. Keep the fancy real estate jargon out if possible and use simple language to ensure they understand. Ask some questions and then actually listen to the answers.
I love this. And the thing that comes to my mind is this, and people let this go if it's a neighbor, if it's a family member, but I wrote down qualify 100% of the people, meaning buyers in this case, 100% of the time.
Right.
Does not matter because you're doing a service to them to make sure they're going to have a smoother transaction,
Right.
and you're not overly excited. Oh my God, yeah, let's go do it, and you're going to waste 3 or 4 weeks.
Right. It's frustrating for both sides.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got to dot those I's in a case like this because people may think they know. Oh yeah, I can. I'm pre-qualified. Yeah, I can handle
Yeah.
that level of house.
Right.
And then it all comes down to it that they know they are not approved for it. Now you've spent all this time showing them the wrong house, and they were excited. You know, there's nothing like thinking you're qualified for something that's 400,000, 500,000. You find out it's only 300,000. You're all excited you've seen that. Now everything else looks like junk
Right.
in comparison.
Your excitement level. Wow.
Yeah, this is all crap. Just forget it.
It's all crap, she says.
I want out of this Winnebago and
Yeah.
going to somewhere else.
Get me an affordable house, honey. I can't believe it.
All right.
Oh, okay. Here
So
we go.
next, you want to keep in touch, responding as quickly as possible to calls, texts, and emails from your buyers will go far in alleviating some of their stress and providing memorable customer service. Even if there's no news about the transaction, reach out to them and let them know you're still working hard on your end. Because you don't want people to think that you have disappeared, especially when they're buying a house.
We talk about that all the time.
Right.
That, man, if you find a way to have somebody answering that phone, if
Right.
you are not able to, I get why you're not able to, but isn't there some type
I
of
hear it
answering
every-
service? Something.
I hear it every single day for faster response. It's like somebody will have on their voicemail for a faster response, text me.
Right.
And it always comes back to me. 3 of us, we're going to buy an apartment building or buy this. And we're
By
sitting.
the beach.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, right over there, not right here.
Yeah,
'cause
That's in the
apartments over
water.
there.
No one's allowed to build behind us.
Houseboat.
Right, of course
a
not.
houseboat would be
A
out there.
houseboat. We'll put Lisa in the houseboat and get her out of the studio next
Right.
time.
And,
But
and then we'll
I
cut
would-
the anchor and whoops, she's floating
Yeah.
away.
remember that time that you opened the
Sounds like
show?
a dream I had.
Remember when you opened the show? Well,
Yeah, well, here's what's happening now. All right. So, how about 5 ways to help comfort homebuyers during this difficult market? How about number 1? Provide transparent information. Offer clear and honest information about the current market conditions and help buyers understand the challenges and set realistic expectations.
Yeah, there's no sense in sugarcoating it. Now that doesn't mean you want to really go crazy over some of the news, especially if it's news and you do not know that it's from a reliable source. You want to stay far away from that. All agents are able to see NAR statistics, Zillow, Bankrate. There's all kinds of statistics happening out there that are legitimate sources of information each month. That Realtor.com, you can look back each month and they show all the updates of what's actually going on. If there's something there you feel is valuable, fine, let your home buyer know about that. But don't, otherwise, mum's the word on the other stuff because all it does is create stress.
right. And I think the magic is by implementing these 5 things, not only are you going to take that client to the finish line, but you're going to get a lot of referrals because of what you did here. They're going to go,
Yeah.
wow, you don't need any other agent. Lisa is the one.
Yeah. The hardest thing is to have insight into what somebody else is going through when you're so close to it.
Right.
If I've done something for a living for 10, 20 years, my familiarity, my comfort with it is just like, I could do it blindfolded, right? That's what most agents would say. But somebody new to this that buys a home, maybe it's the first home they've ever bought, or they buy a home every 10 years, 15 years, they're not comfortable, they're not aware, they don't know what is going on. So you've got to really be able to step back and appreciate from their perspective what they're going through. All these little steps that may seem like, oh, come on, is that really necessary? Oh, it is, and it will matter. And yes, the likelihood of getting referrals out of that, getting a repeat client that's excited to use you again and remembers your name because of such a great experience, that all comes from these steps, these little steps that don't seem like they matter, and they really do.
Yep.
They do. Every step matters, especially step number 2, which is to offer expert guidance. Be a knowledgeable resource for homebuyers throughout the process. This is a fast-changing market. Make sure they understand if there are any real estate news headlines that hit, what it really means to them, so they don't get caught up in the fake news.
Exactly. Yep.
Number 3, assist with financing options. Help buyers explore various financing options and connect them with reliable lenders to ease concerns about affordability.
You know, I was just reading about Rocket Mortgage. They have something going on. There are certain parameters to qualify for this, but where they're actually giving a grant as part of the down payment for homes, for home buyers. And it wasn't like they were saying, okay, that to qualify, you can only make $10,000 a year. It wasn't something extreme like that. It seems like it was maybe around 70,000 under. It wasn't an extreme amount of money. It wasn't super low, you know, where nobody's going to qualify. But it had to do with you put 2% of the home purchase price down, they give you a grant for 1%, something like that. It's definitely worth looking into as an agent. If you're listening, you haven't heard about this, Rocket Mortgage, just do some searching around for their down payment grant that they're offering. There are programs like that out there that you may not be aware of. And that's very powerful for if you've got a new young home buyer that may qualify for that. Oh my gosh, that is a huge impact to have 1% help for their 3% down.
And for the other agents, a lot of them have a loan officer, right, that they use all the time. And I wrote down here about financing, and you have a lot of options in your city, obviously, just like they have a lot of options of real estate agents.
Right.
I wrote down, make sure your finance person is a 10 out of 10 because they have to be in this market. If the buyers have a challenge, they want that person right now. So you got to make sure they are a 10 out of 10 if they're going to be on your team and you guys are going to go together because there's no room for anything other than that.
Especially right now with the way the rates are, you really need that powerhouse that's at your level, working at your level, because you're going to find them those houses. You're going to do your best. But yeah, if they're falling short on their end, getting financing, then the whole thing is a kibosh. It's not going to go through. So.
All right. Number 4, showcase the value. Emphasize the unique benefits and long-term potential of properties. Highlight why they are worth considering even in a challenging market. Yeah,
I think that when you have a market that doesn't have enough listings, I mean, we're so short of inventory, helping open minds. You know, I was watching a couple there. They were relocating. They're actually in another country they decided to relocate to, but they had spent over a year trying to find a house, and they had very specific ideas of what they wanted. Finally, their son came to visit, and he's like, man, it's never going to happen. You've got to open that box up.
Oh, the parameters were too tight?
Oh, yeah. We want to be here, and we want to have this butcher's market like within 5 steps, and we want this and this and this and this and this. And it just got them to have a perspective shift and say, hey, step out of that. Let's go out this many miles this way, this way, this way, this way. Let's look at this type of home instead of just this kind, maybe a 2-story instead of just 1 story or this or that, and open that box up. And they did this in just like that. They bought the home. They found a home. They were like, oh my God, this is the home. They would have never found it otherwise. So I think helping encourage buyers that are really locked into this set idea of what they think they want, get them to expand out, open that box up, suggest, I know this is what you really want. Let's go take a look at this. Let's just see and have an open mind and just imagine. Let's imagine if that could work. What would that look like?
There's so many great strategies out there, and this is a great topic. And I always think when we're doing these shows, what would be a great topic for an office to do in their conference room? This is a great one here because because number one, the broker's done a lot of training. They probably have a training library. But I remember some trainers saying, okay, you're going to invite them to the office. Mm-hmm. If they say no on that, then they're out. In other words, you have to take control while you come to the office so we can find out what you like from the computer. So they're qualifying. Then we're going to go look at 3 houses. Mm-hmm. You pick the best one, the one you like most, and we're going to come back and write it up. So if they come back and they didn't write it up, they said, okay, well, we didn't do it right. We're going to go through this again. We're going to go look at 3 houses. So that way you're not wasting. So have a system of some type.
I agree. Otherwise, I would imagine new agents really struggle with this unless they have really stellar training.
Oh,
They're going to get lost and just fall down a rabbit hole of, now I want to see this. Now I want to see this.
Well, the experienced agents talk about that all the time, right?
Right. In this market, of course, not as big of a problem again.
Yeah.
Short on listings, but yeah.
All right. Final topic to nurture your home buyers. Cultivate a supportive atmosphere. Create a comforting and understanding environment. Show empathy and patience as buyers navigate through the complexities of the market. And if you can do all that, you will be a superstar real estate agent.
You'll be dominating your market and get a lot of referrals.
Absolutely.
You'll get a lot of referrals.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now,
nice topic, Lisa.
Yeah, thank you.
Lisa, well done. Now for the most fun part of the show.
Good job this week.
Only this week.
Good
Last
job.
week was kind of iffy, but
You gave her a good job, and she opened the show.
oh, that's true. I forgot about that. I was trying to block it out of my head already.
You can get off on the right foot. Everything that
Yeah,
follows.
we talked last week about getting all that bad news out of your head. I was trying to get her opening of the show out of my head. And hey, Todd, what do you have in your hand there?
Well, we go to the printer before every show and see what our great customers are doing and give them a chance to win $100 for just about anything on our website. Honors, please.
Honors.
Oh, not that one. The other one. Oh.
Are these like tarot cards?
Oh, yes.
This is going to read his future.
Oh, look, it's like the Osmond family. We got a whole bunch of people.
Oh, wow. You got the whole family behind you. Okay.
I like it.
Child labor laws, though.
Oh, I guess this is a team, not a family.
Oh, it's a team.
From far away, it looks like Donny Osmond.
Okay.
Anyway.
You might need my glasses.
Well, he hasn't been singing lately. Maybe he got into real estate.
Yeah. He's selling houses now. All right. 717 575 3720. The Nolt and Bailey team. So I'm not going to have any idea who answers the phone here because we don't have any names.
Hello, it's Christine.
Hi, Christine. This is Jim and Todd and Lisa, the Take a Listing Today podcast. We were just talking with Kendall, and she thought we should talk with you.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Beautiful postcard. We're on our podcast. We just want to ask you a couple of questions about your marketing and then give you a chance to win a $100 gift card for just about anything on Prospects Plus website. Sound good?
Okay, that sounds great.
You got picked today. We went back in the printers and we grabbed hot off the press.
So recently sold on Marietta Avenue is the card that we have in our hands. Is that a mailing just to the area, or do you have a farm list that you normally send these out to?
We are mailing the surrounding neighborhood.
Okay.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah. We hope to let other people know what we sold in order to have them sell their house, having us sell their house as well.
Beautiful. Do you guys have other campaigns in place in terms of prospecting systems?
We do just listed and just sold.
Smart.
Those are the only ones we do right now.
Nice. Yeah, that should be automatic for everybody. That's very smart of you. Well done.
Excellent. And a nice group photo on the back of the card here. I'm assuming that you're one of these 5 people?
Yeah, I'm the one sitting on the chair.
Oh, wait, you got the chair and you made all them stand?
Yep, I made them stand.
I like that.
Well, your name is first on the card here, right? Because you're Christine Nolt, right? So
that's correct.
Yeah, you ought to be the one in the chair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like you have a fine team there up in Pennsylvania. So congratulations on mailing out postcards. And as Todd mentioned, we'd love to give you the chance to win a $100 gift card, good for almost anything on ProspectsPlus.com, if you can answer a simple Take a Listing Today podcast trivia question.
Can you put your thinking cap on? The questions are not always fair. Lisa and I have found this out.
Nor simple.
Nor simple.
They are in English.
Okay.
The only advantage you have is they are in English.
There's a lot of reverse psychology. There's a lot of trick questions. So just enjoy yourself. Jim's going to give you the question, and it goes as follows.
Todd is actually making this out worse than it actually is, Christine.
I
So
don't know if that's possible, but go ahead.
Watch her get it right on the first
But it's worth it
time.
to get the $100 gift card, though.
it is worth it. That might pay for your next mailing. So
Yep.
what I'll do, Christine, is read you the question and 3 possible answers and just give me the correct answer. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, here's your question. What is the only edible food that never goes bad? Is it A,
Hostess. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hostess?
Lisa, you're not participating. You don't need a gift card.
Is it A,
Help myself.
we can cut her off.
Oh, that's
Is it
right.
A, honey, B, chocolate chips, or C, Spam?
Oh, I think
Honey.
you're going to go with honey?
Honey, do.
Christine, we just met. You're calling me honey already?
Christine. She's
sugar,
alpha. She takes the chair. She's in charge.
All right, your answer
Be
is
good
honey.
to her.
Show me some honey.
Oh, Christine, first time. Most people do not do that. Well done.
Of course, it is honey, followed by a close second with Spam. And what does Christine win, Todd?
You win more than you know. You are going to get
More
a
than you
$100 gift card for just about anything on our website and some swag from the Take a Listing Today podcast. Keep up the great work. Thank you for being on the show. Oh, before we hang up, give them where you're from and your phone number for referrals.
I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and my phone number is 717-517-0407.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
Listen to the show next week. Thanks for being on. Have an outstanding day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
You know, I think in honor of that answer, you need to play the song. Honey, do. Ah, sugar, do.
Now she's all wound up like she's on sugar or something.
You are my
She's on sugar. There it is.
candy girl.
I think that's simple syrup in there, not water.
Yes, simple syrup. Yes.
What was that, the Archies?
I think so.
Oh, see?
Great
That
song.
was like 60s or something.
Yeah.
Yes, my mom used to sing.
Yeah. Of course, Jim. Of course. All right. Here, you probably put that card so we can
Thank you.
send her a gift card.
Oh,
Well, there you
beautiful.
go. So hopefully you learned how you can nurture your home buyers through a tough market. And as Lisa said, if you want to email her and say, get me on the show, we can do that.
Yes, look in the show notes for my
You're going to get
email
referrals,
address.
you're going to win money, and you're going to have fun with us.
Oh, I thought you meant I'm going to get referrals. Okay, never mind. That was for
You'll get referrals and Lisa will get money. Is that what you're saying?
I'll take money. They're going to send me money? No, I know what you're saying.
See, after we let her open the show, now she
Email-
wants everything.
Exactly.
She wants the
Email
whole
me
world.
and you'll get on the show.
Next week
to
we're having
$100.
Next week we're having her mic removed. So
I'll be signing.
tune into that.
Tune into that.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.